YouTube. It is Christine with Souls Rising, jumping on with some oracle messages for all of the signs of the zodiac. This message is for my Pisces. If you have Pisces sun, moon, or rising, you'll want to stick around for your messages. And be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content. I'm going to jump right into these oracle messages for you Pisces. So let's see what we have coming through from Spirit. All right, Pisces. So this is definitely smacking of a love reading for some of you Pisces out there. I'll show you the cards, but also real quick, as I was pulling these, I was hearing that Celine Dion song, Your Heart Will Go On, okay? My heart will go on. So that may apply for some of you, but not everyone, since this is a collective message. So take it if it resonates. But I definitely get a sense of like heartbreak or like concern about a relationship. I think it's romantic because we've got a couple cards related to romance showing up. The first card came out as broken heart. Okay. So sadness, grief, loss. Then we have woman holding a heart and anxiety. Okay. And I feel like this is you, Pisces, who is sort of like anxious or having some worry or concern. Maybe you're staying up at night, like not able to sleep because you're kind of worried about this relationship or thinking about this relationship. I do feel like with this woman holding a heart, I actually don't think this is you guys. It's possible it could be. You guys definitely are in your feels as a sign, but I actually kind of think this is someone else. I sort of feel like this is like, especially if you're a masculine, I sort of feel like this is somebody maybe keeping their feelings from you or hiding their heart from you, okay? That won't be for everybody. For those of you that maybe identify more with the feminine energy, this could be you trying to protect your heart, like you're in fear. Either way, I feel like Pisces, you're worried, like almost like you see the breakup coming, okay? Or like you're worried because you feel like you're about to get heartbroken in a situation. And I kind of feel like that's accurate, okay? So I kind of feel like you have a reason to be concerned or some reason to be fearful of this. It feels like you're worried someone's going to walk away and they're going to like trample all over your heart in the process, okay? Whether this is a friendship, you know, for somebody who doesn't have to be romantic, it could be friendship. Like maybe there's a friend that's really close to you and you're worried, you know, they're going to walk away or that you might be losing the friendship. But I feel like for the majority of you, this is romance. And then we have Magician and the Mirror, okay? It's funny, I heard take it or leave it with this. That may not be for everybody. And then Angel of Strength, which I actually feel is a message for you guys to have courage. Almost like you need to feel really strong right now. Instead of being in this place of fear and worry, to really stand in your power and know that you're going to be okay no matter what does unfold with this situation. That you yourself are strong enough to handle this, okay? I'm also hearing you've become stronger. So maybe you've had breakups in the past, or you've had situations in the past that were brutal or really painful, and you had a really hard time maybe when they broke apart, but I feel like that's not going to be the case this time. It doesn't have to be the case this time because you're stronger. Like you within yourself have changed. You've transformed with this Magician energy, right? And then we have Walking Away. Now, I got two things with this Walking Away card. Initially, I kind of felt like this was the other person walking away, okay? And you sort of being okay with it, like realizing like you've changed and that it's okay if this person leaves or takes off, that you're still going to be standing on your own 2 feet. For others of you, I feel like this might actually be you deciding to walk away. Like deciding this time, like, you know what? I don't need this crap. Like I'm strong enough to do this. I don't need to wait for you to pull, you know, the trigger on this. I'm not happy. This isn't working. I'm the one who's going to move on. Okay. But either way, I feel like you guys do end up moving into something better, moving on into something better. So regardless of how this unfolds or happens, I feel like you're moving on, like you're moving forward. Okay. And then we have 4th chakra Archangel Raphael, which is the healing of the heart healing. Okay. Angel of Balance, things coming back into harmony, coming back into balance. So there's a need for some emotional healing in this situation in order for things to come back into balance. Now, for some of you where maybe, you know, this isn't going to result in a breakup. Maybe you stay together, but if that is going to happen, I feel like there's a need to come back together and connect at the heart space. Okay, it needs to be mutual. It needs to be balanced. It needs to be in harmony. Things in the relationship need to come into balance then, because I get that they're not right now. Okay, and that doesn't feel sustainable. In the current status, this relationship to me does not feel sustainable, whether this is a friendship, partnership, or love. I feel like like I said, a lot of you, this is love. Okay, so whatever's going on, there's a need for balance. And sometimes the best way to get balance is actually to end the relationship so that each person can come back into inner harmony and then move on into a better relationship that's just going to be a better fit for them. And then we have first chakra, Archangel Michael. Know that you're protected as this happens. I really feel like it's safe, like you're going to be okay. And this came out right underneath that angel of strength. Like, so you might be protecting your heart or trying to delay the breakup that needs to happen, and know that you don't have to do that. You can handle this. You are strong enough on your own 2 feet. You don't need this other person if this isn't working or this relationship is imbalanced, that it's okay for you to walk away. And it's also okay for you to have needs. Okay, so maybe for some of you, this is representing base chakra and needs in the relationship that maybe are not in balance or not being met. Maybe you have feelings that the other person isn't listening to, or they're not hearing you, and know that you have a right to be fulfilled in the relationship too. Okay, that it isn't always about worrying about, well, what if they leave me? Sometimes it's about feeling strong enough that if they do, you're going to be okay, right? So that you can pursue something where your needs are met, or even just stand up for yourself so that the other person knows what you need so that they can meet them, so that they can bring things into harmony within this connection. And then we have door to romance. So again, just kind of hinting at the fact that this is a relationship, this is romance. And again, this need for the heart to open up. I'm being shown again the heart in the cage with this, of like somebody maybe is holding their heart back from you, or they're not fully committed to the relationship. And if that is the case, where you're the one feeling like the other person isn't really in this all the way, you deserve to know why, or you deserve better than that. So you have every right to call this person out on that if that's how you're feeling, to have a conversation about that. And if you really feel like the only way to get this need met is to move on, it's important for you to have the strength to do that, to change. You can change the situation is what I'm getting. You can change it, whether it's changing it within the context of the relationship and making the relationship better and stronger so that this heart healing and harmony can happen, or so that you move on and into something better for you where you can have it, where the other person's heart is just as open as yours. So let's jump into tarot. I feel like that's all we can really get from the Oracle. I want to move right into tarot for you guys. See what we get from the tarot. And again, take this as it resonates for you. It's not going to apply to everybody the same way. These are collective readings. So some of this information may resonate for you and some of it might not. And that's normal, okay? Don't force it to fit. All right, Pisces. So I'm back. We got some tarot cards here. I'm going to show you what I got. Now, I got Wheel of Fortune. I don't always read these cards upside down, but this Wheel of Fortune very intentionally flew out upside down, so I'm going to read it that way. Okay. And then we have the Sun. And the rest of these are all upright. So we have the Nine of Wands. I keep hearing holding back with this card for some reason, holding back, which I got that with the other cards too. It's like somebody's holding back. So this could be the other person is holding back from you, but you don't feel like they're not fully committed, or you're holding back from them. And I feel like if you're holding back from them, you really need to speak up. Then we have Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and I have finances showing up. We also have Queen of Pentacles here. I'll show you in a minute. So for some of you, there could be some finances involved, or this can also just be new beginning. And then worry, fear, anxiety. Okay, so it's possible you guys were like, just recently had a new beginning or starting something together, and there's fear or concern about how that's going to be affected by this if in fact you guys break up. And then we have King of Wands underneath with the Six of Wands, Four of Wands, and Two of Wands. Again, speaking to choices, planning, stability, home. And then underneath we have Five of Swords and Queen of Pentacles. This was the other money card I was talking about. So we do have some financial, it's possible for some of you finances are a concern or part of the fear or worry about this, okay? It's showing up next to the Nine of Swords here with the tarot. It really didn't see it in the oracle cards though, so it may not be a big deal for some of you. With this Wheel of Fortune upside down, it's interesting. I keep seeing like an astronaut in orbit, but he's like hanging upside down. And I heard two things with this. The first thing that was for some of you, like you've built so much of your world around this person or in your mind with this person that this breakup or even considering a breakup is like spinning you completely out of orbit, okay? Which is why you're so anxious about it. Almost like, oh my God, like, what am I gonna do? I've made this person my everything and now what, okay? Or maybe you even feel like, if you guys are like living together and have the dog together and doing the whole thing together, and now it's like, oh no, like if I do this, it's gonna be so disruptive to every aspect of my life, all right? For others of you, I feel like this Wheel of Fortune upside down, this sense of kind of, it's hanging in the balance, okay? So it's like almost Wheel of Fate, or almost like fate hanging in the balance, waiting for you to decide what to do. Okay. But Wheel of Fortune showing up here, even if it's in that protection position or that upside down position, does imply that this situation can be turned around. And that's what I was getting with the oracle cards too, that whatever, once a decision is made, that you can swing this in your favor. All right. And that's followed up right up with the sun that I have right after it. For some of you, I feel like you see this person though as your sun, moon, and stars. And so seeing it not work out is just really difficult. It's really messing with your head a little bit. And then right after that, I have Nine of Wands. And this is why I kind of feel like some of you are fighting it. So I feel like some of you know this relationship isn't good and needs to end, but you're fighting it or you're resisting it because of this. Because it's like you got too much wrapped up in the person, and maybe there's some financial, you know, sharing going on that's contributing to that. Or, you know, maybe there's kids or, you know, other resources tied up in the connection, or things that are going to be affected, a business or some other, you know, housing that could be affected by the breakup, okay? Because anxiety feels a little bit bigger than just losing the person to me. It feels like there's more that will be impacted in your life by this. And then we have that Ace of Coins and that Nine of Swords, and I really feel like this is you sort of like, this can also be you sort of resisting the change, or resisting, you know, starting over or starting fresh, okay? Even though there could be potential for your needs to be met more if you do sort of either make a fresh start with this person or make a fresh start away from them within a new relationship. With the King of Wands here, with the Six of Wands, I really feel like this is your ability to create something better. You know, we talked about that with the Magician in the Mirror. I feel like you have the ability to create a better partnership for yourself. And I also feel like King of Wands is also that, like, it's somebody really standing in their strength, really feeling confident, really believing in themselves, really knowing that they can succeed, and feeling passionate. And I also feel like you are passionate and you want that back, okay, from somebody. Six of Wands is victory, so ultimately success, which I kind of felt that with the Angel of Strength and the walking away, that there can be a victory here. We have this good energy showing up. All right, Pisces. So I was saying Two of Wands is a card of choice, and I really feel like, and planning, but I really feel like choice for you guys. I was getting this before. I really feel like you guys have a choice to make about what you're going to do with this situation. And I really feel like you can't put your head in the sand about it. That's the only thing that I feel like will not work. There's a need to plan ahead, to start looking to the future and to what you really want, what's really going to bring you the stability that you want, both with the finances, resources, but also with your heart, what's going to be inspiring, what's going to help you really have that home life that you want, that you really crave, all right? You know, I feel like you're not satisfied with this partnership, and I don't think that that's going to fly for you guys. Pisces is a really emotional sign too. You guys are in your feels. You're a feelings sign. And I don't think you can hide this truth for long if you're feeling dissatisfied or worried that they're not committed to you, or worried that they're keeping their heart from you, or not fully invested, and maybe you're going to break up with you. I don't see you guys being good at letting that go. And I don't think you should either, all right? And especially like with this Five of Swords, I kind of feel like there is this lingering sense of like, well, I kind of just want to let this go. See how this coin's kind of hiding behind her? Almost like I kind of want to sweep this behind the rug because financially it's not convenient, okay? Or maybe because we've kind of built something together and nurtured something together, and I just kind of want to hide in the sand, but I don't feel like you can. So let's just pull a couple more cards for that. With this Five of Swords and Queen of Coins, Spirit can give us a little more clarity with those two cards, what Pisces needs to know. Yeah, it's almost like you might be trying to avoid conflict. You also, some of you might be actually taking too much of the burden for the conflict. Almost like you're, oh yes, you're right, I'm wrong, it's always me, I'm always the one at fault. I'm so sorry, let me not step on your toes. If you're doing that shit, you need to knock it off. Like, you need to stop, because all that's doing is allowing this to perpetuate, and you're just going to feel resentful over time. It's almost like, I get this with, I got Five of Wands and Four of Coins, and with this Four of Coins, I hear like out in the doghouse. It's like you're always putting yourself in the doghouse. But see, like, you're the loser then. You're not getting what you need, and this other person then just keeps getting away with that. And that's not going to fly. And again, that might not be for all of you, but for some of you, I get that is the case. You can't just go without what you need, okay? All right, let's get some more cards. For others of you, this can represent fighting that has to do with control of those resources that I was mentioning before. Fighting around money, or disappointment over money might be playing a role in this connection. And maybe somebody feels like somebody else is being foolish in this situation with the Five of Swords showing up here. Or feels like someone else isn't listening to their needs. Could be you, or it could be the other person saying this to you. All right, I have one more. Okay. All right. So to wrap this up, Pisces, the ultimate message here for you is the Emperor, Ten of Cups, and the Star. You build your own happiness. You build your own happiness, okay? Know that you can build your own happiness. You can have it all. Do not settle if this relationship is not fulfilling, or something is not working, something feels broken, something feels misaligned or out of harmony. Do not continue to allow it to go on like that. Address it, fix it, heal it, bring it into balance with this person, or move on, okay? You have to have the courage. You have to dig deep. You have to find the strength. You have to find the courage to do this. But letting it go isn't working anymore. It's only going to lead to heartbreak, I hear, okay? You need to have hope. Hope that you can have what you need, either in this relationship. If this is truly meant to be, you shouldn't be always going without. If you are, then that something's wrong. As much as you've put into it, as much as you've built together, as much as there is hanging in the balance, it doesn't matter. You matter, right? So stay hopeful, because you can have more. You can have better. Remember, in this walking away card, the strength to walk away, look, she's moving into something so much better. She's smiling in this card. She's ready, and she's strong enough. She knows that she can manifest it. She can make it happen. You can make it happen, Pisces. Don't give up on yourself, and don't give up on having that deep connection that you really want and crave, because you deserve it. At the end of the day, you deserve to have it. And if you think somebody else is hiding something from you, or they're going to cut and run, you have every right to call them out on that. Get them to tell you the truth. Don't sit on those feelings, because that's just going to rot things from within anyway. Speak up for yourself and make your concerns known. Sometimes that's the conversation that needs to happen to bring things into that harmony again. All right, guys, those are your messages. Good luck, Pisces. I will be back in a couple of weeks with some more Oracle messages. Bye.